Paul, thank you for that. Now, the glitz and glamour stars brought out some of the big fashion to the Oscar red carpet. They were beaming with lots of metallics and shimmer, but who stood out the most? And who was the biggest letdown? Here to break it all down for us, the most memorable looks, stylist Marcellas, Reynolds, and Grae. Thank you both so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
We've had so much conversation now behind the scenes about things, so let's just dive into Ariana Grande. What did we think?
I saw this dress on the runway, and the moment it came out, it's Schiaparelli Couture, I was like, I hope someone wears that to the Oscars.
Oh, you did?
So
good.
when she pulled it out with 190,000 crystals on that bottom, I was like, perfect dress for the perfect girl.
You know what? She was a VIJ, a very important jellyfish.
It is a little jellyfish, and now you can't unsee it.
Does that mean you liked it or you didn't like it? Did you like it or not like it?
Loved.
Okay.
So creative.
So yes. I just wonder, how do you sit down?
You don't.
I don't think you do.
Okay, and that's okay. All right. Demi Moore looked stunning last night. And I feel like that was the disappointment to me in her not winning, is I wanted to see that dress get up on the stage.
I mean, an icon, a literal icon. She looked beautiful, and the dress was perfect. It looked like a winner's dress. Like, that's the dress you're going to see someone holding an Oscar for the next 20 years wearing.
To have the honor of sewing on all those crystals in this gorgeous gown, stunning.
Halle Berry, always stunning.
Yes.
This is how gay I am. I almost cried when she came up. All of a sudden, my eyes like watered, and I was like, "Are you actually going to cry because you saw a beautiful woman in a dress?"
I know.
Like, I literally was like, "Oh my goodness!"
But this is a showstopper.
It is.
This is one of the greatest dresses in Oscar history, and I don't understand why it's not getting that level of buzz about it.
What I loved, and we were talking about this off camera, but like you see here, she's got a simple earring. The dress is the statement.
It's the star.
Right? It's subtle.
That's how you mess things up. If you go too far with the hair and the makeup and the accessories, when the dress is this stunning.
I see all these mirrors and I'm like, yeah, I can see myself in that dress.
Good one, Grae.
Very good.
Zoe Saldana, I mean, her speech made me cry.
So like an earnest, and she's so moved by this win, and her family.
I thought this was stunning. My husband was like, what is that necklace? And I was like, babe.
The direct opposite of what we just talked about with Halle. The dress is the star. Here we have the necklace and we have the gloves fighting with the dress. I almost wish it was no necklace and no gloves and just this beautiful couture level gown. But the more I see this gown, the more I dislike it.
Okay, tell me why.
It's almost like, you know, when you in cartoons where there's like the turkey and it's the thing that's on the legs of the turkey.
Oh, yeah.
And
that thing on the end.
It honestly kind of embodies Amelia Perez as a film. It's a lot.
Okay, there you go. I like that. Her husband's hair is gorgeous. I'm glad she called that out in her speech.
Yes.
Great work there. Selena Gomez was in Ralph Lauren.
Classic.
And looked stunning. I thought this was classy.
It was a moment for me. It was like Ava Gardner walked onto the red carpet, or Sophia Loren walked on the red carpet. It was classic, old school Hollywood glamour, and that's what I want to see from young starlets. I don't want to see like too much body. I don't want to see like the naked. I want to see someone look like a movie star.
You don't want people naked on the red carpet?
No, I do not. I do not. I want demure.
All right,
like,
mark
let's
it
bring
down.
back demure.
Right.
Well, don't you feel like though when we're talking about all of these, even if Zoe Saldana's wasn't a total hit, they all were just classic, pretty, old Hollywood glamour.
Absolutely. It was a very quiet, glamorous night. Quiet glamour.
I think we're still thinking about the fires. There's a lot of the ceremony that was dedicated to that. And everybody's just trying to be respectful but still celebratory.
Yeah.
They struck the mood just right with their clothes.
What'd you think of Emma Stone?
The haircut, I love when we saw this last night, everything was perfectly executed. When you execute a dress, you have to think about a look. It has to be head to toe. Her hair was perfect. The makeup was perfect. The dress, the fit, everything was perfect. This was like 1920s Erte silent movie star for me.
Excellent call.
It was like Clara Bow walked onto the red carpet, and I loved it.
Not a lot of jewelry, again. It's,
It is giving the end of Prohibition.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
It's giving, like, later I'm going to rip the bottom off and go to the speakeasy and dance.
Hello,
it
my
is
baby.
totally
Hello.
giving us that.
Yes.
All right, Coleman Domingo, you're channeling a little today.
The brooch, the scarf, I can't get enough.
He nails it, though, every time.
I call it the Coleman effect. This man has changed the face of menswear.
Yes.
He has really done
the
so
color
much
on him, too.
color, accessories. He's pushing the envelope, but like in this like really cool, beautiful way.
Now, we were talking, a brooch is a big thing, it seems like, in men this year.
It's done.
It's done
this
now?
was the year of the brooch, and it is over. Put them away.
But everyone had them on last
Give them
night.
back to your grandmother. When when more men in the room than not have on a brooch,
then it's done.
It has hit critical mass.
Okay.
We're about to see it on mannequins at like Zara. It's done.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
It is,
Are you
ladies
taking
and
yours off?
gentlemen.
Oh, my
it is
goodness.
done. The brooch is done.
He's taking it off.
Award season is over.
I like
It's
that
done.
one. I will take it from you.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to broach the topic of moving on to our next trend.
Okay.
That is what we're doing.
Exactly.
There were some looks you didn't love. Should we dive into
Yes,
a style?
please.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Who wants to be controversial first?
You are wrong when you say that Timothée Chalamet did not show up like the sunshine of my life.
Oh my
you
God!
loved
Because
it.
he's wearing yellow. Okay, so here's what I don't like about this. I love when men wear color, right? I love Coleman in red. I love him in actually yellow. These pants! Whose pants are those? Why are they so big? Why are they wrinkled? Why isn't he wearing a belt? Why are they too long? It's all about. This is Givenchy. Why is it not fitting properly? Is there no tailor in Hollywood that could have done justice to
Do
this
you
pants?
know what? This is like when Dylan went electric. He's doing his own thing. Get off his back. Timothée Chalamet is a treasure. How dare you?
Oh my
Maybe
goodness! There we go.
Could this be the start of a new trend?
No, ill-fitting pants
Okay.
and
Okay.
untailored trousers are never going to be a trend.
All right. Well, how about Jeff Goldblum?
Where do we look when we look at Jeff Goldblum? What am I supposed to focus on with this enormous talent?
He's got all the trends, right? The
It's
scarf, the bow tie,
the scarf, the brooch,
Yeah.
the print,
The color.
Yeah.
It's like, can you pick one? It's like my mother used to say, before you leave the house, you take off one thing. He needed to take off like 6 things.
That's
Because
right.
there is a good outfit here struggling in the battle
Yeah,
of
I feel like there's some pieces
this
that could be
outfit.
fun.
The pants and the blazer with the white shirt and the black tie would have been amazing.
Sure. And
throw on the scarf.
Is that a lavender scarf or is it a cry for help? I love Jeff Goldblum and I love like his adventure
Yes.
in his projects and his attitude.
But I do think it's funny if he's the only one that took a risk. And that's what we're talking about this morning.
Yeah.
It really was kind of a boring fashion.
It really was. It fell into like lounge singer for me. Like I was like waiting for him to like grab a martini glass and like go into like the whole thing.
Which is totally his thing as a musician, so that's what he's channeling.
And then it would have made sense at the Grammys. You know what I mean?
So before we go, I do want you to talk about your new Netflix special, Supreme Models.
Supreme Models. It is my first book, Supreme Models, Iconic Black Women Who Revolutionized Fashion, come to life. Supermodel icon Iman and I executive produced
cool.
it. It is the history of the black model and her influence on fashion and culture. And I mean, yes, I'm going to say it's beautiful because I did it, but it is so beautiful. So many people put their hearts into it, and I think you see it in every single moment in this documentary.
Every page, every frame, it's a perfect adaptation of a book. Let's make a fictional movie,
Oh my
too.
goodness,
I'll review it.
That's gonna make me cry because that's what I wanted. It was like, please, honor the book.
Yes.
And the women that we interviewed,
And they did.
interviewed so many people, and when they tell their stories of what they went to, and they break into tears, you break into tears. Like, it's a joy.
Well, congratulations. And I can't wait to watch. And Grae will get that movie started.
Perfect.
Yes.
Done.
Thank you both so much for being
Zendaya.
here.
Yes.
As Donielle Luna.
Hollywood,
And
listen.
I still have the brooch. Christine.